So, what if I told you that a lot of what we call pleasure in our daily lives, well, isn't actually pleasure at all? We're about to dive into an idea that might just completely reframe how you think about your phone, your free time, and maybe, just maybe, even yourself.
Okay, let's just start with a quick thought experiment. Picture this. You've got a few minutes to spare. You're waiting for a friend, maybe, or you're just sitting in a quiet room with absolutely nothing to do. No phone, no TV, no music, just you and your thoughts. How does that feel? Come on, be honest. If you're like most of us, that silence can feel, well, kind of awful. So why is that?
It's almost muscle memory at this point, isn't it? The second there's a gap, any quiet moment, we instinctively reach for a device to fill the space. We've made the infinite scroll our default setting. But here's the thing, it's not always about wanting to feel something. Sometimes it's about wanting to feel nothing at all. And this is where it gets really interesting. See, we tend to throw all pleasure into the same bucket, but it's way more nuanced than that. On one hand, you've got what you could call true enjoyment. This is the active, engaging stuff that leaves you feeling genuinely fulfilled. You know, like a really great conversation, getting lost in a creative project, or that amazing feeling after a good workout. But then, on the other hand, there's anesthetic pleasure. And this is totally different. It's passive, it's numbing, it's all about escape. So that brings us back to the scroll. When you're just mindlessly flipping through your feed, are you actually enjoying it? Or is it possible that it's something else entirely? And this right here is the core idea we're exploring. The idea that so much of our modern consumption isn't really about seeking pleasure, it's about seeking anesthesia. I mean, think about it. Medical anesthesia numbs physical pain, right? Well, this digital version does something similar. It offers us a temporary, controlled escape from, well, from ourselves, from the weight of our own awareness.
You see, the goal here isn't to feel happy. It's not about fulfillment. The goal is just relief. It's about getting a little break from our own heads. You know, the constant to-do lists, the low-level anxieties, the random worries. It's basically like hitting the mute button on your inner monologue for a little while.
But here's the catch. This isn't some harmless habit. Every single time we reach for that digital anesthetic, we are literally reinforcing pathways in our brain. We're training ourselves to require that constant drip of outside stimulation just to feel normal. And this kicks off a really powerful feedback loop. It all starts when we seek out that numbing, anesthetic pleasure to fill a quiet moment. Doing that starts to rewire our brain, making it crave even more input. Then, when we're actually faced with real quiet, with true silence, it doesn't feel peaceful anymore. It feels like a punishment. And what do we do when we feel uncomfortable or punished? We reach right back for the anesthetic, which, of course, just makes the whole cycle that much stronger. The end result of this whole cycle is that we actually develop a kind of fear of stillness. It's not a phobia, obviously, but we get so accustomed to the constant noise and input that true silence starts to feel deeply uncomfortable, even threatening. We lose the ability to just be with our thoughts because we've taught ourselves that every single empty moment has to be filled. And this goes way deeper than just being a bad habit. It fundamentally changes our relationship with ourselves. That crucial ability to just sit quietly, to be present, to let our minds wander and see where they go, that starts to atrophy. It's like we become strangers in our own inner worlds. So if any of this sounds familiar, if you recognize this pattern in your own life, it might be worth asking a pretty tough question. If so much of your pleasure is really just an anesthetic, what is it that you're trying so hard to numb?